Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative, and today I want to talk about the Divi Changelog. So I want to show you how you can access this a couple different places and explain, just what the changelog is and what the different parts of it mean. And then most of all, I'm excited to show you a new free resource we have on our website. It's a simplified version of the Divi Changelog that is stylized and has a couple extra features. It's really cool. So I want to show you that as well. Let's get started and learn everything we can about the changelog. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description down below. You'll come over to the blog post. We do that every week. We always have the blog post. Usually we have Divi tutorials that are related to like snippets and code and stuff, but today we're talking about the changelog because we're creating a full series on how to properly update Divi, and this is part of it. Now, a changelog is something that, software, any type of software will use this, not necessarily just, elegant themes or something like that, but I use it for all of our products. Any kind of WordPress theme or plugin definitely will have a changelog. Now, a changelog is pretty simply, it's a list of changes, a log of changes, I should have said, right? A change log. So when you're looking at it in Divi, you may not really understand it because honestly, it's not formatted super well to be able to read. I guess it's intended a little more for developers in a lot of ways, but I want to break it down for you and show it to you. So as far as actually accessing the changelog, there's three ways. Some of them are kind of the same, but the first one would just be with the link. I have it listed here. It's kind of the quickest way, and your browser will actually, kind of remember it. So here I am. It's elegantthemes.com/API/changelog and then /divi.txt. So if you think about it, it's going to the elegant themes and it's accessing the API, and then the changelog and the product is Divi. If it was another product, such as one of their other plugins or themes, then it would be a different name there at the end. So what I usually do is I should bookmark it, but I type in elegant themes and then /A, and then it autofills, Chrome autofills that API changelog. Anyway, so here it is. So this is the latest version at the time of this recording. You can see the version number right here at the top, and then an updated date, and then there's like a list of things that were fixed, and then there's a list of files that were changed. And it just goes on and on and on, and it will just go on for a very long time. Look at all those things, from the past. Well, anyway, that's the first way, is just directly like that. The second way would be like when you're ready to update. So if I'm in here, it's not showing here, but if I go to appearance themes from a website that needs to update Divi, let's say I would click on theme details right here. So if I was on this page, so kind of viewing my Divi theme, you'll notice over here, first of all, it's saying update available and all that, but what I wanted to point out was there is a new version of Divi available, right? And then it's saying view version, and then the version number helps keep track of it. And I click that and it pops right up. And this is kind of nice. If you happen to be in here, it's the exact same thing as if you were going to the link I showed you previously. But, if you happen to be in there, there it is. And then another one is, it's kind of the same as the first one, but if you were in your Elegant Themes account, and I'll just go to mine here real quick. So right here I'm on product downloads, whatever, but Divi is the purple one here, download the Divi theme, and here's the stuff about Divi. The very bottom it says view changelog. So if you did happen to be in your account, you could click view changelog, and look what happens. It opens that same link. So I'm kind of just pointing that out. It's another way to access it, but it's also the same one. All right, so the last method is our very own. We've created a customized changelog that looks very pretty and simple. So we have a link here to it. it's actually just at pacreative.com/divi-changelog. So there you can see it, pacreative.com divi-changelog, like that. And so what it is, it's a very simple, you come here to this page and you see, hey, and then I actually link to the tutorial you're watching right now. But anyway, so you'll notice right away that our changelog is sectioned off a little bit. So these gray areas are the individual updates. All right. So each update contains 4 sections of information. Now in ours it's only 3 because we left off the modified styles. But anyway, in ours here you'll see that the latest one is tagged with latest, right? And then we added the icons just to give it a nice visual effect, and whatever you call that when your brain references something by looking at an icon. But anyway, then we kind of styled the list nicely. We're going to talk about this here real quick. Over on the tutorial, we have some information on this. So the version number is like the main identifier of the update. So a lot of times we're referencing the version number, and that it seems so important, and it is, because it helps us keep track of it. Which version do you have? Oh, you need to be on this one. Oh, you should update to that one. Oh, that one had a problem. Yeah, there were issues with that version number. It's very helpful to know that version number. In Divi, the way they do it is the version number is always, the main one will be X, so like x.xx.xx. And what I mean is like it's 4.10.07. You know what I mean? The first one's always going to be like that main number. Divi 3.0 was the visual builder. Divi 4.0 was like the theme builder and a bunch of stuff. And then anything like after that, like 4.1, 4.2, 4.10, they're always a feature. So when Divi announces a new feature on their blog, it's going to be that middle number. And then after that, there's always a series of smaller updates, bug fixes. So like you saw here, version 4.10.7. There's been 7 bug fixes since 4.10, which was that performance update, had a lot of bugs. But you see how it works, and that's exactly how I do it with our plugins as well. I have the main number, and then the second number is kind of more for some new features, and then the third number there for smaller updates. So anyway, that's just giving you that overview of how that will work. Version number. The next one is the date. Now obviously that's kind of self-explanatory. The date and the version number go very well together. You can see how they have it formatted on the same line, and I don't like that. I also don't like these spaces. I don't like that it's not capitalized, and I don't like the date format. So they use the month, day, year. Elegant Themes is based in the United States, so that's kind of what we go by, month, day, year. It doesn't make sense to some of you, I know, but it does to us. But anyway, in my changelog here, we just say updated and then the month name. So updated September 9th, 2021. I really like that. It's a little bit of a different date format. Easier to read. To me, it's easier to read September 9th rather than 0909, and then the next thing is the list of changes. So over in Elegant Themes changelog, you'll see they have like the little dash icon and then the list. For me, I chose to use this little block, kind of like a block square bullet. Just thought it looked nice. Other than that, kept it pretty simple. But you can see that I don't have that last part. But anyway, this would be a list of bug fixes, improvements, all kinds of things. I had a couple things here, like whenever there's a new update of Divi, I look over this very carefully. Like I'll read down through scanning it. It kind of is important. I need to know if there's something that impacts me or my websites or my client websites or my customers' websites. With making the plugins that we make, it's kind of important that I check, make sure to keep up on things. So I always read it very carefully. And I encourage you to do that as well. Just come here, be like, okay, what do we do here? And, it's nice to know. And sometimes you'll see something like, oh, yeah, I've been waiting for that change or that fix or something. All right, and then the next one is modified files, and I don't have it here, but in there's, you'll notice like every time there's an update, there's this list, right? And you might look at it and you're like, well, what are all these, class, dynamic assets, bundle, PHP, and you know what? It doesn't matter. You don't need to know. That's why I just removed it. So I just took it out. I was like, you know what? We don't need it in ours here. So in ours, we just have the version number, the date, and list of changes. And I don't know. I think that's fine. Oh, and I'll show you this too. Right here, like you would have to scroll and scroll. Like let's say you were like, hey, what really came out with 3.0? Here you could come to our list and click on it, and it would scroll to it. Or what was 4.0? You can kind of look here. Oh yeah, right here, 4.0. That's a lot to scroll through, but there, it just moves to it, right? Introduce the theme builder. Yeah, that was great. But you can check any update. Like what was 4.9? Well, that was the collar update. I happen to know that. Introduce new Divi global collar system. So yeah, it's kind of cool having that scroll thing. But I'll quit talking about that. I really wanted that to be convenient. I mean, really, look at the difference. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you like that, if you think this is cool or not. Let me know what else you would like to see. Other resources, something creative, something innovative. I have one coming up, another one, so stay tuned for that. But, I try to think of stuff like this. I try to make it helpful, practical, useful. So hopefully this was. Hopefully you enjoy this. Be sure to be subscribed. We do tutorials every single Tuesday here on YouTube and on our blog every Tuesday. We have several hundred at this point, and it's just incredible to see the interest in these tutorials, especially the ones that I dive into the code and stuff. So hope you're subscribed, because that's what you get here on the channel. All right, well, everyone, we'll see you all in the next video.